Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on where and when you're watching this broadcast. I'm Thomas Fessa, my friends, and this is Disclosure Tonight. Happy Wednesday, May 20th. God, would you believe it's almost been 2 weeks since we had Disclosure start, and there may be something coming tomorrow. That's what top story we're going to be talking about today. God, I need to get my breath here. Let's go ahead and take a look who the hell we have out in the audience so we can get this show starting. Let's welcome in our chat. Who the heck we have out there, chat? Let's take a look and see. We've got Amiga Rules is out there along with Aussie. We got Black Rectangle. Chris and Cosmo Fang is out there along with Craig Smith, Dan Larev, Eliza Teal, Firefly. Would you look at that? We got Geraldine DeRazio along with JJ, Jay Shark, and Julian Reverbal. Kane Northrop is there along with Kathy and Kelly Bro, those piercing blue eyes. As always, Kelly, thank you for coming in. All right, who else do we have out there? We've got Mark Live, Martimus, Max Metal, Mr. Drews, good to see you. Metal Gaming 420, the Bogart in Chief, is in the chat. How about that? Let's welcome Mike of One, Necessary Dialogue. We got Niles Guys here. Good to see you, my friend. Outside to the Inside is in the chat along with Rainbow, Rough Reddy, Randy Robert John. We got Sam and Scooby Dooby Gooby. Shelly Montgomery, good to see you, my friend. We got Spirax, Steve Mateo, Steve Mavronis, that's a new one. Welcome to the show, my friend. Stu is out there along with Supercharged Land Cruiser. We got the Fantasy Football Master and Wasteland Wanderer, Wendy, Joe, and Wee Wiki, and Who Farted 420 about that. And then rounding everybody up, hiding in the bottom, we've got Yellow Tommy Tanker, also known as Andy, who is at work at this point, listening along like a lot of friends do sometimes. On that note, let me go ahead and jump into the studio. Mike, how the hell are you?
I'm doing well, and we're going to have a lot to talk about, it seems like. So, another good show.
Let's do our thing, go poof, and make some disclosure news appear.
Yeah,
it's a tough one today.
Tomorrow we'll get some videos.
Well, it's probably not going to be tomorrow. They like to do it on Fridays, right? Friday mornings.
Friday mornings on a Memorial Day weekend. That's a long weekend. It's probably an ideal time.
It's going to be like Friday at 5 o'clock in the morning, my time, like 8 o'clock in the morning again, which means I'm going to have to get my ass up early probably on Friday, and we'll do one of those shows again.
Yeah. So it's a long weekend. Exactly.
Oh, gosh, yes. A long weekend, to say the least. Now, talking about that pesky website, let's go ahead and jump over to it, if I can. Thomas and Guest, all right. Oh, is it so big? I know what I did. Oh, I fucked this up last night, didn't I? Yes, I did. I need to go find this thing. I'm screwing with this after the show. Give me a second. Okay, I've got this one here, and that is hooked up to chat capture. No, that's not chat capture. It can't be. That's chat capture. Okay, so I need to go to Thomas and Guest. I need to go to here. I need to go to chat capture, make sure that's it. All right. Where's it at? Transform, copy, transform, and then I have to now go back to here. All right. I have to go transform, paste, transform. We got it. It worked. All right. Welcome to the Department of the war website. It's war.gov/UFO. It was came to my attention earlier today, to zoom out a little bit more, that there's been an update to the overall interface in the Department of War's platform they've got here for going and checking out all the files. They've put it in a new section where each release has its own section, where this is for release 01 and gives you the details of release 01. And if you go all the way to the bottom now, or near the bottom, actually about midway through the page now for searching all records, the search interface has also been upgraded to go from all agencies and all types. They've now included a new drop-down for all releases. So you can go ahead and select Release 01 or Release 02 when it eventually shows up, and you'll be able to go ahead and download all the files, which is, I think, everything is what everyone's going to want for that matter. But good news is, Mike, it's slowly moving forward at this point, and hopefully getting ready for that next batch of data.
Exactly. It doesn't seem like it's being dealt with like Arrow usually deals with everything. So that's a step in the right direction. I agree with you.
The biggest problem we're getting into now is rather than bringing out the files when they're going and clearing them, they're keeping them off to the side. They're going to give us a big drop every couple of weeks, it looks like, which I'd rather just get the small bits as it comes across. It's easier to digest.
It is. So it's a step in the right direction. We're going to be covering it every step of the way.
Oh.
I have to temporarily step out. I will be back shortly.
Sure. Sounds good.
Thank you. Give me a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Not a problem. Bye-bye. All right. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, so there we go. The Department of War is making changes. Things are on the way. Let me go and fix the chat now so we can get the chat up and going. Screen.
Did I miss anything, Thomas? Is anything going on?
Anything going on? Yes, we just went through. Welcome to the show. We just went through the Department of War's initial website here, Daryl. Thanks for popping in. What they've got going is they've updated the interface to go from just having whether you're searching by agencies and all types. Now they've given us an ability to go ahead and select release types. And if I were to go into here and change this to release 01 to release 02, the page still works. However, there's no data yet available for release 02. It's not there yet. Oh, there we go. So it refreshed. It's showing me now at release 02 with Department of State. All types, audio maybe? It actually stuck this time, so it's getting closer. We'll take it. We'll move forward with it. So as more information comes forward, we're going to get there now. On this next clip, we're going to get to... that's the long one. Let me get back to X here.
I'm happy, Thomas, that you're seeing they're actively working on it.
Yes.
That's a plus.
Oh, you're telling me it's a really good one. All right. Before we get to some priests going off and talking about this interesting conversation, I guess since I have it up here, yeah, it's on the byline as well. When I was looking for stuff for us to go ahead and talk about, I've got a larger segment of this that we can jump into.
Hairless.
We heard something from a Catholic priest last time talking about what we're seeing and kind of getting into it a bit, but this one seems to have a completely different idea about what are we seeing in the sky, what are we dealing with, and I think we're heading more towards that UFOs or aliens or demons at this point. So let's see where this one.
Why do these aliens always look the same? Hairless, big heads, huge eyes.
That's the way and the only way that God permits them to appear.
Interesting.
To show a commonality. That might be the preferred way for the devil to appear in this manner, to denote an alien, because...
Okay, we got it clear now. We're not done yet, but he's definitely calling the gray aliens demons. And according to that, this is God's rule that they can only appear in this appearance. Daryl,
I'd
your
be
thought?
curious, since you experienced them firsthand. How do you feel about that statement?
How do I feel about it?
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I'm with you.
It's about where I pile in. Let's play some more. Here we go.
Then there's no doubt that he's an alien and not a pixie. There's no doubt that he's an alien and not a goth figure from South Indiana. The devil packages himself and attires himself in the cultural expression that the age understands him. So he wants to be recognized as something. He wants to to provoke a certain understanding.
But would that mean then, if the demons are now coming as aliens so we can understand them, what happens if Jesus Christ comes back, Daryl? What's he going to appear as?
You better look busy, Thomas. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
And the question, though, is why would he want to come as an alien? Well, simply to cast a doubt on revelation, to show that the Christian revelation, that scriptures and sacred tradition do not accurately represent the cosmology, do not accurately describe existent things.
But wait a minute. He's saying we're in the book of Revelation now, Daryl. That's not a good thing.
Well, we'd be in the end times, Thomas.
Boy. That's right. We're in the end of times.
Kinda
Church
think I
is
told
running
you about that
low.
earlier, Thomas.
We need some donations.
See,
Ed?
I was wondering if Ed was in here.
Oh, I'm listening.
Okay.
In doing this, he casts a doubt on Jesus Christ and everything that Jesus Christ did. So scripture can't be true because it doesn't account for this other form of life, right? And so it's a very subtle thing, but it has profound implications. When you hear the accounts of people who have been abducted, it mirrors what people who have been demonically possessed say. Like, they can't account for large, vast amounts of time.
Oh my gosh. I never realized that, Daryl. That people who were abducted were actually possessed. And that's why they lost that time.
Yeah, this guy's got a totally opposite, I think, opinion of the Pope. The Pope thinks that if they come to town, that he'll baptize them. So what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's just, I don't know.
Or
Have an experience of paralysis. They describe a bodily intervention that their organs are manipulated, in particular, their sex organs. It's just an uncanny thing. Like, why?
oh my God, we're getting to the sexual abductions going on. Michael, what's your comment on this one?
This guy's out to lunch. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous what he's saying. Crazy.
But his father, Carlos Martins. Everyone loves him.
Dude,
Yeah,
there are...
he's probably a very likable guy, and he's probably, a very good leader of his congregation. But as far as this theory is concerned, he's out to lunch.
Okay.
It's his own theory.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled.
Well,
to
everyone
their opinion,
interprets the word of the Lord a little bit differently.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, the word of
tell me
man.
that-
Yeah.
He should be saying this is his interpretation, not the interpretation of every Catholic. I mean, I think there's got to be as many people in New York City as there are priests.
I
So,
would, or at least there used to be.
Yeah.
Syrup, your hand is up.
Yeah, it's a tad bit off topic. I think this guy's a whack job, but tad bit off topic because all this religious stuff got me thinking. Wasn't the Virgin Mary? She was like, is it possible she got abducted and just doesn't remember, and that's how she was impregnated? It makes you kind of wonder.
Yeah, it does. Those three orbs, or the orb that the three kings followed.
Yeah.
Followed it night after night. It was that golden, orangish gold color like we see all the times.
Well,
Not bashing
gold is
anybody.
in these days.
Yeah, here we go. Let's play some more, and then we got a lot.
Why would aliens come here and want to manipulate your sex organs?
Disturbing.
Offer me an explanation.
Oh my God. But wait, there's more. I found the original video. It's not on X.
What the fuck is that?
Let's get this. And I have it queued right at the perfect time. Not the part where he's going ahead and talking about the fairies or the pixies. Do I have that? Is a later one? No, but I know where that pops in approximately now. All right, here we go.
Catholic Current bringing last week with Ursula Bielski about it, but Father Carlos is joining us. He's the author of the book, The Exorcist Files. We're going
to cast a doubt on Revelation, to show that
part.
So that there would be less than a drop of water. Too much faith from this man of God to believe what you have to offer. I'm sorry. I'm a man of faith and reason. I don't believe in fairies, leprechauns. I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in aliens because I don't have the proof. You haven't shown me the proof. You are asking me to believe in a superstition.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Aren't they asking us to believe in stories from a book? Without proof?
There are way more UFO sightings than there are miracles in the Bible. I'll say that, but
I
didn't
know
have phones back then in the Bible, so
I know. Stop. I'll stop. No, I won't. But that's okay. We're having fun with it.
accounts of people who have been abducted. It mirrors what people who have been demonically possessed say. Like, so for example, like they have blackouts, so they can't account for vast amounts of time. They have a loss of time for which they cannot account. They have no idea what happened within these past 23 hours, or in fact, they might not even have an understanding how long they were unaware of reality. They may not even be able to formulate that. So they have an experience of paralysis, whereby they can't move a part of their body, although they want to, or they might not be able to move their body entirely, although they want to. They're held in place. They will. They describe a bodily intervention.
Okay, people are saying, "Who is this man? What's going on?" Daryl, the reason of bringing this up is this is one of the places that Danny Sheehan had said when he was on our show in the past, talking about disclosure, saying that a lot of people will turn to their men of faith, to their priests, their pastors, their rabbis, and everything else to go ahead and help them figure out what's going on. So this is one of those people, and he sees it in a different way, but there's going to be a bunch of people seeing it from this way to the stuff that's way out here up inside this head and everywhere in between. So there's going to be people who are going to be hearing what he's saying, and they're going to be taking it stock and barrel.
I don't know, man. Like I said, there's a lot of priests. I don't even think the Pope believes the way this guy does.
No,
I'm not even sure this guy believes his own BS that's coming out of his mouth.
Let's jump ahead a little bit further, see if there's anything else. I know he talks about pixies here like they're actually real. So he said he doesn't believe in fairies, but I think he believes in pixies.
Take for the real, and it's absolutely not real. It's just not. One of my colleagues, an exorcist, great friend of mine.
Enough. I think we've got enough of that for right now. I think so.
Yeah, I'm curious about what he was saying. I don't know why I'm curious about it now. Forget this guy. But he mentioned something about sleep paralysis, and I'm like, it's sleep paralysis. It's not like demon. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Excuse my language.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right, my friends. All right. We got a video coming up. Let's get into it. I've got a bunch of stuff I've put together. In this first one, we've got a little clip here of David Grusch. Here's what a former U.S. intelligence official turned whistleblower David Grusch thinks about the upcoming UFO release. And the second one. Let's go ahead and see what David has to say in this clip, and we'll talk about it. Here we go, folks. Here. Up. Cross. And... Sorry, David.
Chairwoman Luna right now is asking the Department of Defense to declassify about 46 videos.
Right.
Some of those videos I've seen, they're interesting, but don't certainly prove the case that I've presented. But I think Luna's very smart to exercise that process and threaten subpoenaing those records and getting those in receipt of Congress. And I think as the administration starts releasing things, and I'm speaking on my personal behalf here today, but I would recommend, professionally to Congress to start using the power of subpoena. They already have the list of some of these hostile folks that ran those programs. Unfortunately, one of those individuals, Major General retired Neil McCaslin, is currently missing. Chairwoman Luna right now is asking the Department of Defense to declassify.
David does bring up a good point here, Daryl, about as the file drops are coming out, this gives Congress an opportunity to go ahead and put out some subpoenas and bring in some of those witnesses and have a hearing. But we haven't heard anything about that from Luna or Burchett or Burleson. So
I thought that there was a rumor about that.
But, they were talked about having a hearing, but that was going to be like on the 14th of this month, almost a week ago at this point, and that was going to be specifically for the MK Ultra files.
Yeah, that was last week. I thought, okay, well, whatever. There's no hearings. That sucks.
In that case, they could potentially, They could find some people and bring it forward, but in this case, if they're going to go ahead and bring people out and have them as adversarial witnesses or hostile witnesses, bring them in, but it really should relate to files and documents that are getting released that we can pin these people down on, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Thomas, real quick too, isn't it kind of interesting that like, not Arrow as a whole, but it seems like Arrow now, at least with the current leadership, is wanting to all of a sudden play ball. They're all of a sudden like things are starting to get real. They're being super nice to Luna and them, it seems like.
Yeah, but have we gotten our second volume of the historical report that's like over a year and a half, almost 2 years past due? Have we gotten the last update for Arrow that they were supposed to give us? It's over a year due, which means they owe us another yearly report. We haven't got any of that stuff yet, have we?
I think things are starting to get real for Arrow, and they know it. And they've been caught.
Well,
and,
hopefully their leadership is
Kowalski's
changing, right?
Kissing ass a little bit, huh?
What was that again? I'm sorry?
I said maybe Kowalski, isn't that his last name? Kowalski? Kowalski.
Kowalski.
Maybe
he's a good
starting
Polak.
to kiss ass a little bit because things are starting to get real, and he knows that.
No, Kowalski.
Kowalski or whatever his name is.
The Arrow director.
Yeah, the director of Arrow. I feel like, things are starting to get real, and they dropped the ball, and they know they dropped the ball, so they're starting to like kiss ass a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see where it all goes. Just things need to start moving forward. And oh my God, there was an article I was reading yesterday. I was going to bring it up last night, but probably national security got in the way. There's some articles we're reading where they're talking about the history of Susan Goff, or Susan, like cough like a Goff, like you cough like a Goff, Susan Goff. Yeah. They refer to her as the current UAP czar for the DOW, Department of War.
That is not a big surprise.
Yeah. I don't think Lou's going to have a good idea on seating that woman. Imagine those two in a wrestling ring.
Who's the other one in the wrestling ring?
Lou Elizondo.
Oh, no. Lou will take her out. I'm pretty sure.
She's like 7 foot tall and freaking built.
And
like
an alien, right. No, I forgot about
she's backed. My God. Yeah. All right, so let's get on to this next one here. Where are we going? Yes. Believe it or not, AOC, and that's the same brain as my monitor. No, it can't be the same AOC, is it, Daryl? No.
What? Oh,
I have a 40-inch monitor there by the brand AOC, and when anyone ever sees it, it's like, oh, a Cortez monitor, huh? It's like, no, not at all. Anyway, so Representative, it's the brand AOC.
Oh, I think I've got a monitor like that around here.
Yeah. So Representative Alexandria or Ocasio-Cortez, yeah, on UFO disclosure, I think it's a really important issue. Well, let's see how she takes this. She's losing that slim figure she used to have, and she's starting to widen at the hips a little bit, just a bit. It's amazing what age does to people, right, Daryl?
Yes, Thomas.
Yeah.
Age does have effects. Gravity definitely has an effect.
Well, case in point, I'm going to be on Spaced Out Radio on Thursday night.
Yeah,
and they found a picture of me that was like from fucking 20 years ago and about 20 years and about 40 pounds ago.
Oh, I thought that was, okay.
Yeah, Thomas, when I seen
that's when I was 38. YouTube, I'm 58.
I seen that on YouTube and I was like, oh, this must be an old episode. And then I've seen the date and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, time traveling. I'm going to be giving, Dave shit about that. But let's have some fun. Let's get to see what AOC has to bring us. Keith.
If there's nothing to hide in the new UFO files, why only a trickle of information instead of full disclosure right now?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so to be transparent, I have to take a look at everything that's been disclosed. I haven't reviewed it since the release, but first and foremost, I think there's just a tremendous amount of information. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good question. I no longer sit on the oversight committee. I did and was part of certain classified briefings around the issue and around disclosure. This was a bipartisan effort, so I worked with some of my Republican colleagues on this as well. And I think it's a really important issue. But I have to take a look because I believe that disclosure happened on the Senate side, so I just need to see what went into it and what was and wasn't released on it. But I think the more specific, as a strategy, I would say, the more specific we can get.
I know, but I can distract everybody. No, I can't do that. I have to go back to the
Jesus.
video.
How many times can she tell you she doesn't know anything?
That I haven't looked at anything since the files came out, although it's been almost 2 weeks. I haven't seen over 2 weeks. I haven't seen anything. All right. Imagine if we would have had her for VP with Kamala as the
Camel.
Yeah.
How's my audio? Is it syncing up to my laughter?
Yeah, it's close enough. Don't tell the audience and they'll notice it's out of sync.
No Godzilla.
All right, here we go.
About the areas, departments, and things that we would like to see disclosed. The more precise it is, then the easier it is to get that information, right? Because if you just ask in general, give us information, then whoever is providing it has discretion over what gets included and what doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it is going to be about discretion and everything, but I have to have some discretion here, Daryl. We have to find out who's got the better big teeth smile.
Yeah, I knew you were going there.
AOC?
Who's got the bigger chiclets?
AOC or Nelly? I like Nelly.
Oh, my God, Nelly.
And Nelly is so cute.
Nelly
or we have this one here. This one kind of goes with it as well.
Oh, there you go. Some dentures in the old horse.
There we go. I know. Got to have some fun. Oh, and this, oh my God, look at the scowl on this woman's face.
That's the woman that keeps telling everybody that AOC is so smart.
Don't make me cough on my national security. Son of a bitch. Yeah. All right.
Stop making my girl look dumb.
We got to watch her. No, we lost her. She was just there at the beginning. Best picture ever. Oh, God. We need to get her, find her videos where she's on Police Insider or Midwest Safety. Getting pulled over. All right, let's get to our next one here. All right, we got Grusch. We got this one. All right, not sure if we played this one last night, but we're going to play it again. Why not? Reality of the UFO files explained by UFO expert Jeremy Corbell. Yes, we're stretching a little bit. So if you have seen this last night, I apologize. But hey, it's just like the news, where every so often we'll repeat the same story. It used to happen on CNN. Let's go ahead and play this clip of Jeremy Corbell. I don't think we talked much about what Jeremy had said last night, but I got to dig the green alien. Not, but it's fun. Here we go.
Announcing since launching their new UFO website, as they reveal all this to the public a little over a week ago, they've had 1 billion visits, 1 billion with a B, to that website.
Billion.
Americans clearly want UFO transparency. We all want to know if there is proof that we are not alone and there's proof being concealed from us. Investigative reporter Ross Coulthart writes, I'm told the President of the United States is indeed now briefed on the legacy UAP crash retrieval program. The President knows much more now than the original UAP brief sent to the White House in his first term. And then this week, President Trump actually posted an AI image that we all thought was like, okay, himself walking next to the tall gray alien, presumably at some sort of military base. What to make of all of this? Jeremy Corbell is an investigative journalist. He looks into UFOs, and he's the producer of the new film Sleeping Dog, exposing the truth behind decades of cover-up surrounding UFOs and possible extraterrestrial life. Jeremy, it's good to have you back on again. I want to talk about your film here in a second, but first I just want to start with what the president's been briefed on, the legacy UAP crash retrieval program, your reaction to that, what it is, and also that picture.
Yeah, so that picture is just showing for, public interest, and it is pretty cool that he put that out. He also congressionally mandated transparency about the UAP thing. And you and I have been talking about this for years. UFOs are not a matter of belief. It's either true or not true. And we've had 3 hearings on UAP since we last talked, which means that people have stood up there, raised their hand and said, yeah, not only are UFOs real, but we have their craft. We've been exploiting them for derivative technologies And some of them have pilots, beings, non-human intelligence, they call it. So these are like career Navy and intelligence people. Right. So now it's time to open the books, and that's what President Trump ordered.
Wait a minute. One thing he didn't drop in here, Daryl, what are those biologics or beings, whatever they are, if they're alive or dead?
Well, I mean, proof is proof. I mean, alive or dead.
Yeah.
I don't care. I love that they're alive. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And not like in some aquarium like Shamu or something, but
Oh, come on, Shamu. It's like that's what they do a lot of time. Oh, God.
What did Shamu do? Didn't he kill like a couple people? I mean, come on.
No, he didn't. That was a different one. That was down in San Diego, I think, where that happened.
Oh, well, yeah, I killed somebody in San Diego too, I guess.
Well, it happens. They get a little bored after a while, after being in the tank and having to perform. To think we can go ahead and call in aliens and have them perform in front of us.
Yeah, perform
on demand.
Because we control them like puppets.
Oh, yeah. Like dolphins or killer whales in a seaquarium.
You know that? Did you real quick? Did you hear anything about dolphins being used to put mines on Iranian ships?
No, I have not.
Suicide dolphins, kamikaze dolphins.
Are they coming?
Anyway,
are they coming from Israel?
No, maybe
spoke about that. Hegseth spoke about that. Hegseth spoke about that. He was asked about it, and he spoke about it. And so I don't want to speak on Hegseth's behalf, but he did speak about it.
The United States is deploying Flipper?
Oh, my God.
Talk about it. I don't want to speak for the
But
United
it's okay.
States.
They don't. These aren't like they put the little girls in the not so smart girls, and they put them in the vest filled with the stuff, and they tell the little girl there's a puppy there, and they go run to pet the puppy, and yeah. That was going on in Iraq back in the day.
Wow. All right. Well, Day of the Dolphin, anybody who wants to see a good movie.
But
George
the
C.
dolphins
Scott.
come and they attach it or go by it, and then they swim away. They don't blow. It's not kamikaze dolphins here.
No,
unless we paint the red circle on them.
Like they didn't come back.
Oh,
like
really?
They attached it and blew up.
That's
horrible.
Daryl's repeating what I heard. That's how I heard it.
That's not cool.
Flipper. We love Flipper. Yeah. Call him Flipper.
Banzai.
Yeah. All right. Here, let's get back to Jeremy. His hair looks slicked down in a way that I've never seen before. He's got to be on some kind of system where he's getting cut out automatically by like a video card or something. And I don't think he is in that part of his house because the way he is perfectly cut out and his hair is actually like a perfectly smooth line.
That makes sense.
Are we going to get the full transparency? There's a lot of people that think that no matter how much you demand it, there's certain things the government will not give us.
Right. So we are holding them accountable. I'll be very specific. There are 46 videos. George Knapp and I, my partner in journalism, an investigative reporter as well, we put forward 46 file names. And I was told directly from Representative Luna, Representative Burleson, and Representative Burchett that we are getting those 46 videos come hell or high water. It would be a great data set for the public to see what George Knapp and I have seen. It's a good start. Yeah. The whole thing, I don't know, the world's ready for it, but let's see.
Well, yeah.
Okay. He wants other people to see what him and George Knapp has seen. If he wants that, why doesn't he just empty the hard drive onto the internet and share with everybody, Daryl? Wouldn't that be nice? Sharing is caring.
Journalistic integrity, Thomas.
Or a media content plan.
I mean, open up the safe for crying out loud.
Yeah, let it out. Let it hang out.
I think as opposed to Arrow, some people have, I believe, some people have come to Jeremy to tell their story, and when they tell Jeremy, it's not classified. But yet they still want to, I don't know, who knows what's going on with all the stuff he knows. But, to your point, they have said that they're sitting on these videos for years.
Which Disclosure could have moved forward years ago.
Oh, yeah, Ross Coldheart. Where's the big friggin' UFO that they built a building over?
It comes on a very good source that there is a UFO so large that they could not move it and built a building on it. I know where it is, but I can't tell you.
And he's been there, he said. But I can't tell you.
That's when Ross made the story about him and not Disclosure, because there wasn't a lot of disclosure going on. And that's when they brought in Sarah, whoever it is, his sidekick, and they started interviewing him because he became the story.
Yeah.
What happens when you try to produce stuff on produce disclosure on a timeline when you're not in control of what's being released?
Yeah. If it's a slow news week, time to talk about things that you can't prove.
Like priests from the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
There we go. Arg, mateys. There we go.
Let's see. I always go back to that 60 Minutes and those USS Nimitz pilots that saw the Tic Tac, and they're just like, it was the middle of the day. It was clear as anything. Thing drops from 80,000 feet, which is like space, down to right above the water. I mean, it's just like if you see these people that are
in less than a second, traveling over 56,000 miles per hour and stopping on a dime. Continue.
So credible. And you're thinking, there must be more. There's got to be something that we know, if there is indeed something. I want to show a clip.
God, I need to get an audio clip of the guy from ShamWow. Wait, there's more.
Of your film, Sleeping Dog. Take a listen.
As an investigative journalist who helped obtain and release the DoD footage of UFOs.
I'm afraid he's going to die.
Years ago, I went searching for the truth about UFOs. And I found it.
They have between 30 and 50 alien bodies.
I lived in the position of trust I had at the highest levels, being briefed into all the national secrets. They're not going to come after you, not only you, they're going to come after your family.
Tell us a little bit about the film and how much you think is being concealed from us at this point.
Yeah, watch the film and this is the film that they did not want out. It's called Sleeping Dog for a reason. A kid turned around and filmed me for 2 years after I gave him 20 years of my footage. So it's technically not my film. The film was made about my journalism with George Knapp. You see in that film 8 military film videos of UAP that they didn't want you to see.
Didn't want us to see. Uh-oh, wait a second. I got breaking news coming to us from X. Let me get a link to this video. This one just dropped from Jesse Waters right before the show started. Let me go ahead and bring this one up. So, holy smokes, UFO Doc says the Soviets went in a hot pursuit of 23 UFOs. Let's see what this one comes in. You know, Daryl, Fox News is on this in ways that we've only seen News Nation in the past. They are fired up on this one.
Good. Somebody needs to be.
Yeah, there we go.
Did we lose Mike? His mic?
Mike had to step back out. Things were going on, apparently. He might be back.
Okay.
We got it handled. You know, we can talk about national security as many times as we need, Daryl.
Yeah. I'm going to need some off-camera time as well.
Yeah.
There's more. We just got our hands on new UFO docs. The Disclosure Foundation's FOIA'd the NSA for 300 new pages. We're still digging through them, but some of this stuff's shocking. According to the docs, back during the Cold War, the Soviets scrambled 13 MiG fighter jets to chase down one UFO. Another time, jets were deployed to hunt down 23 UFOs flying at 70,000 feet. The Russians probably thought we were coming to bomb them. Was it an American spy plane, a balloon, an alien? We don't know. Every time we get more files, we have more questions like, where are the little green men?
Where's the alien?
So that's my question to you.
Is it too much to ask that if you've got him in the back shed, just bring out the alien? Then we would all transition from asking one another, do you believe in aliens, to, well, yeah, of course, the alien's there.
Steven Spielberg's...
He's become a born-again believer in aliens.
I mean, if you back that up to him, it looks like he's been up all weekend doing cocaine. He's in his pajamas. He's talking about the things that he doesn't want to talk about. He's realizing, my hair is getting grayer as I speak. I mean, he's had a come to Jesus meeting with himself, I think, over the weekend.
Yeah. There, yeah. Well,
face. That's
I know. I purposely stopped it there. There's always good frames of everybody. We saw some on Grusch earlier and Lou yesterday. Yeah, would make great title cards. I think. On that note,
So
Freezer
you're an
Man.
alien?
What?
They look at his face. So you're an alien? No, I don't know.
You could be a tall white.
Like, yes, she could.
She could be. Freezer Man
He's
coming to
turned
us
into
from
somebody
British
else.
Columbia, Vancouver area. What say you?
I think he's turned into Grady on Sanford and Son, actually. That's who he's looking like.
Elizabeth, I'm coming for you. No, that's Fred.
No, not him. No, I'm talking about Grady. Fred Sanford's friend, Grady.
I know Grady. I'm just doing Fred. There was a receptionist at my office where I worked, and every time I went into that building, her name was Elizabeth. And every time I'd see her, I'd say, "Elizabeth, I'm coming for you," loud, and she would crack up every time. Got to have fun with it, right here. Let's play. Freezer Man, go for it.
Yeah.
So about the Soviets chasing UFOs, the USSR stopped doing it because the UFOs were shooting down the MiGs. And that was all in George Knapp's documents that
Interesting.
that he turned over.
There's another one too where they kind of brought one down, and then what was it? 3 aliens kind of appeared, and then they went and they turned a bunch of the tanks and people into frickin' stone, and then they all turned into lights and they merged together and shot off instantly. Yeah, great stuff.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh yeah.
But it was the Soviet general of the Soviet Air Force ordered all of his pilots, if you see a UFO, do not chase it.
Yeah. You'll be there's no way.
They kind of got smart, thought this might not be a good idea.
You think?
Yeah, just
Freezer Man, what do you think about Neil deGrasse Tyson's pajamas?
I don't know, man.
Blue velvet. It's in.
He's trying to pull a Hugh Hefner imitation, and
It's so weird.
All
the
right.
flowers don't go with the whole thing. Anyway.
or Larry the Lounge Lizard.
Yeah.
Got that kind of vibe.
Here we go. Play some more. Here we go.
So that's my question
Is
to
it
you.
too much to ask that if you've got him in the back shed, just bring out the alien? Then we would all transition from asking one another, do you believe in aliens?
Yes, he does look like he's been drinking and sound like it.
He's been on a bender.
Hold
I'm telling
on.
you, his hair is totally white. I mean, it's
there we go.
Well, yeah, of course, the alien's there.
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, okay, we got to do that.
Security.
Bring out the alien. Then we would all transition from asking one another, do you believe in aliens, to, well, yeah, of course, the alien's there.
Stevens.
Okay.
That is the best way to watch Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The audience is loving this one. That is how we have to play back Neil deGrasse Tyson and Avi Loeb. Both of them. We have to slow them down to 50% to really hear how they really talk.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
It sounds much better at 50% anyway with them.
Oh, that's why some people left the audience. That's why we're serious about not being serious, and we enjoy our national security, Daryl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you're back, Mike.
Yeah.
No, Daryl's doing a great job.
Yeah, he usually does,
Yeah.
and especially with the national security.
Yeah, of course.
Spielberg's waiting for a call back. He made half his career off aliens, but they never stopped by.
I've made all these movies where I've kind of played an ambassadorial role. They've never shown themselves to me. Why is that? It's so unfair.
We all grew up watching his movies. Back then it felt like science fiction, but now, not so much.
When I made Close Encounters, for me, it was a story that I thought, wouldn't it be great when this movie comes out? Wouldn't it be great if people like this movie, they come out and they see Close Encounters? And wouldn't it be great if this someday could all come true?
Congress wants answers too. House Republicans think private contractors know something we don't. One congressman just sent a letter to MIT demanding a classified video called Flying Saucer Talk from the 50s.
Wait a minute. They're actually doing a UFO news roundup. Or yeah.
That bastard.
Yeah. UFO. No, actually, we're getting a Waters World UFO news update, technically speaking.
The first batch of the file.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on the Jesse Waters show someday. That's the natural progression of all of this.
No, I want to get on with Nancy Grace.
Nancy Grace.
Man,
it could happen.
It could happen, yeah.
Video called Flying Saucer Talk from the 50s. The first batch of the files dropped a few weeks ago. The Department of War says more are coming soon. Not sure what the holdup is. It's not like Pete's been busy with anything. But we're just scratching the surface. These files have been buried for decades, and the deep state doesn't want them out. But they're coming. And we're hearing they're pretty...
At least he's calling it right. He's actually saying that it's the deep state who doesn't want to bring out the truth. Fox News is finally caught on, Mike.
Yeah, they're repeating what's all over social media and what we've been pushing for years now.
I know, but it's great.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty big.
But I think they're taking it so serious that we're gonna get to more tranches of more meaningful evidence, and I think eventually we'll get to that thing that moment that we've all only seen in movies, where a sitting president steps to a microphone and tells the world we're not alone in the universe.
Wow, you got to thank Jesse Waters for going ahead and putting that out, Mike. Didn't plan that for that to be.
Job at News Nation. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they did.
Good. Yeah.
Wait. No, here we go. Yeah, they did. Now that takes me to
There's
our
more.
next.
We just got our hands
Water.
on.
We already got that one. I have to go now back to my X bookmarks. Where is that at? Okay, we got the one with Jeremy Corbell. We finished off that one. We got AOC taken care of. David Grusch addressed. We saw that one. Okay, so in our next one, Joe Rogan's talking. Is this disclosure? They were talking about the reptilians, Nordics, the Greys on Fox News. Let's see what in this clip from earlier today of Joe Rogan talking with one of his guests with regards to the situation in disclosure. Mike, it almost seems like he keeps on like waffling, going back and forth, believing, not believing, saying we're there, we're not there. Is that just his shtick?
Yeah, that's what he does. He goes back and forth because he's not committed one way or the other.
Yeah. All right.
But that's fine. At least he's covering it. Get the word out. So
if you're going to come in, you need Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah, well, he's got a big platform.
Oh, yeah. So let's get this next one up here. Where does it go? Nope. Here we go, folks. Joe Rogan talking about it. I think there's another one in here somewhere of Joe talking about it. Hopefully I snag that one. Otherwise I will. Here we go.
Or is this disclosure? They were talking about the reptilians and the Nordics, the Greys. Fox News. TV. Like regular TV. Like, what is going on here? Is that nonsense? Are they being fed nonsense? Or is this disclosure? And are they slow trickling this out to us to get regular folks like boomers, get them accustomed to this idea of there are entities out there? Okay, let's hear this. And this is with Dan from...
Well, good points.
Age of Disclosure. And that's one of
people I interviewed in my film, senior intelligence officials, went on the record saying that there have been dozens of crashed craft of non-human origin over the years, and elements of our government have recovered those crashes, and they've gotten out of that technology of non-human origin, and in some cases non-human bodies that were on these craft. A number of the people in my film go on the record saying that the bodies were not all the same type, meaning there were multiple species.
Were the bodies alive or were they dead?
The people in my film talked about events where they were dead bodies, they were deceased bodies.
Okay, and there's a lot of speculation about the amount of UFO information we've been given on this first tranche. We expected more. We know there is more. Why do you
I've never
think
used that
people
word before.
inside the government
Tranche. Have you ever used that word?
fighting so hard to release more?
Yeah, so the president gave his directive in middle of February, essentially instructing all federal agencies to declassify evidence of non-human intelligent life and UAP. And what happened after that is the White House had to go get that evidence out of the hands of all these federal agencies, and they all for the most part pushed back. The people who have gatekept this information for 80 years, they don't want to share it. You know, they've gotten a lot of power and control over the years, and it's just frankly not human nature for people to want to give up power and control. So there's a tug of war happening behind the scenes. There are a number of other reasons guiding their desire to keep this secret, including a general belief that the public can't handle the truth. I would argue the public can handle the truth. I think my film shows that. People aren't watching it and jumping out of windows. They're curious and they want to learn more. There's also a general feeling that, a concern that they can't tell the American public what they know and don't know without also telling our adversaries and giving them some sort of advantage. But I think that's...
Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Go back to that one weird one in the beginning, the black and white one that looked like a star. That looked like...
That's been debunked, I think, by
is
people
it?
online. Yeah.
Oh, how dare they? That one?
Yeah.
That's debunked?
Yeah.
But this is one of the more recent ones
Yeah.
that was released in this immense dump of information. How's it been debunked?
It's like I'll fucking look.
I'm going to debunk the debunkers. Fuck off. That thing's awesome.
It's not a flare. All right. So, with the person he was just talking to in the chat in his studio at this point is actually a Wyoming oil driller by the name of Carl Higdon, who reported an extraterrestrial encounter while elk hunting in the Medicine Bowl National Forest. Let's hear his story from Joe Rogan earlier today. Here we go, folks.
A guy named Carl in Wyoming. He's hunting in the Medicine Bow National Forest alone. He sees some elk 100 yards away, lines up with his rifle, boom. And he says, Dave, it's like everything went into slow motion. I see the bullet come out the gun about 3 or 4 feet, and it drops to the ground. He says, I walked over, and he goes, the elk didn't move, and I pick it up, the bullet. I put the bullet in my pocket, and then 2 alien-type entities walk up to me, and they engage him in mind speak. And what they do is they eventually take him on a craft, and they take the elk on the craft. And it's like the elk are frozen there in time. And they have him march behind a screen. And they said, we don't want you. You're going back, mind to mind. And he goes, what's going on? He goes, you're going back. He says, security. The next thing I remember is falling 10 to 15 feet, he's guessing. He hits his shoulder, probably displaces it, and he rolls down a hill. They're already searching for him because he's missing, his wife, the sheriff. And they take him back, and they take him to a hospital. And they're taking x-rays. And he had tuberculosis scars as a kid. Those are no longer there. And he had other medical issues that are completely cured. The investigators came out, and the Wyoming Department of Law Enforcement looked at that bullet and did an exam on it. And they could not figure out what that bullet hit to make it deform in the manner that it did. I have pictures of it in the movie. It's very odd.
See if you can find are the pictures online? I'm looking. Of course you are.
If you go to Tubi, Tubi, Missing 411, The Hunted, the movie's there for free. You guys could watch it.
Also check out Gearheads Gone Wild. It's my friend's show.
Okay, so no tuberculosis scars, the bullet. So I'm talking to Carl, and I said, well, why do you think they sent you back? And he says, well, I think it's because I had a vasectomy. I said, oh, did they say anything to you about that? No. Okay. So he was 91 years old when I interviewed him, sharp as a tack.
How old was he when this encounter happened?
I think he was 38, 39. And again, this happened in the Medicine Bow National Forest.
Where is that?
Medicine Bow is directly, I'd say about 75 miles northwest of Cheyenne. So at about the same time, the Air Force Base in Cheyenne is having a group of cluster UFO sightings above the ICBM sites. And that was never made public at this time.
Daryl, your hand is up?
Yeah, actually, I raised it during that last the last thing, and I was wanted to say something to Laura, actually. So they were talking about the 8-pointed star thing was debunked, right? They didn't say how. But it made me think of something, Laura, and that
he said this schmuck said it was debunked.
Any land in it, and I just watched it again just to make sure. And we were talking about you were sure it was a 6-pointed star that was possibly underwater. Well, I looked at it. I think that could possibly be underwater. You might want to take a look at that. That's all I want to say.
Well, cool. Have to. Anyway, here we go. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate that.
Oh, we love our Laura.
Absolutely.
It was 30, 40, 50 years later through Robert Hastings and other Air Force personnel came out that these documents started to show up. So Carl would have never known what was happening at the same time these things in Cheyenne were happening. And then you think about what's going on in Wyoming that would cause this. But really the epiphany to me with Carl is there's a lot of people in the woods that are found, quote unquote, they fell. They always fall alone. And they always fall in places where if you and I are in the woods, we're going to be pretty careful when we're alone. We're not going to be walking off a cliff. We're going to be careful. A lot of these people are found under very unusual circumstances, dead at the bottom of an area that you just don't think makes sense. And they couldn't be tracked. So with Carl, when you think about him being taken, a hunter, hunting elk, nobody gets seen, nothing's heard.
Nothing's heard. Yeah. Interesting story, but so many of these stories that are there, Daryl, it's just hard sometimes to go ahead and separate the chaff from the wheat. I got it right.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to hear it from, unfortunately, these are a lot of, I don't know, was this a first-hand story?
I think this is a second. This is like a second. This isn't. I thought it was from him. It's not from him. It's someone else that he had heard of.
There are some stories when told. And by the way, I saw you're fucking around with the orange man look. I appreciate that.
Like this. Here, now we match.
I just need more. I need to turn on more lights, but I don't want to. Anyway, there are some stories out there that I don't know if we were talking about this in the show the other day or not, but there are some firsthand stories out there that I've heard, and I'm pretty sure anybody that is in the chat right now or in the back, if you were to hear somebody tell this story, to hear this person tell the story, you'd go, "Wow, this person is telling the truth." There's a big difference between that person, that firsthand person story, like your story, and a second or third or fourth hand story. And right now, I look at it like this: we're going through this transition period in our heads. That disclosures happened in our heads, in the heads of all the other people that aren't us. It's not happening. I couldn't get them to sit here and watch this guy. They'd be just like, dude, it's a story. Show me the aliens, for fuck's sake. Why am I saying this? I don't know. I guess we were just talking about it, but I mean, yeah, you were talking about, this guy's story, and it's just like, or what he's hearing, and I don't know. Topically right now, I want more proof because they're putting shit out there and it's not enough.
Yeah. We need proof. We need physical evidence.
More proof is just more proof.
Yeah, Thomas and I have been saying that for years now, that we need to have actual proof. I mean, look, as far as the story we just heard, he said this man was 91. right? And we didn't get a time frame as far as when he actually interviewed him. Could be years ago. But he also said that the man was 39 when this allegedly took place. So that's what, 52 years prior to us hearing about this story. So that puts it where? That puts it somewhere in the 1960s, 1970s that this took place. But again, like you just said, there isn't a shred of evidence to substantiate any of these claims. It is just another story without proof. I agree with you, Daryl. You hit the nail right on the head. And as far as the public is concerned, who are not as well versed on this subject as we all are, they need more proof, not less, to take it seriously. Then that's just a fact.
Yep.
Oh God! Don't say those three words and fucking together. That's a fact.
Oh wow,
Jack,
son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, yeah. It is something that the people are interested in, and anything else is getting dismissed pretty quickly. So it's really going to depend on what we have coming out. Now, the next drop is supposed to include those videos, but we already got a heads up from Eric Burleson, who's seen those videos and said there is no smoking gun there.
Right, but there's other videos that they have been seeing that would freak everyone in America out that they want to release as well.
Well,
so
if
remember,
they release those, I'm
there's tens of millions of documents, like files on a hard drive, tens of millions of these things. There'll be good stuff in there.
I hope so.
Why don't they just release the good stuff?
Well,
who cares about 10 million?
It's the slow drip of disclosure. You know, it's kind of like, there's a dike and it's slowly leaking out a little bit, and they went and fucking knocked out the kid who put his finger in the dike because she got pissed off. So they dragged him out and she's starting to leak. And it's going to increase as time goes on. It's going to go from a drip to a fucking stream coming out to like a fucking fire hydrant.
Yeah,
I've had my finger in a dike a long time ago, and she didn't seem to mind, so that's not always a bad thing.
That's why we're 18 plus, folks. That's why I actually rate this show for 18 plus, so we can.
Your kids in here.
Yeah, no, not for children. Definitely not for children. Adults only.
All right, Mr. Drews is saying we have 477 people watching, and how many likes do we have so far? 139. Come on, folks. I'm putting enough time into this. We've been going for almost an hour at this point. If you're having a good time, at least do me, please, a favor.
Like and subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up. And you know what, Mike? We are like 94 subscribers away from hitting 18,000. We've been doing it. So if you're watching, folks, please help us get to 18,000 and go over, because otherwise we're going to hit 18,000. We're going to go to 17,900 to 18,000. Come on, people, vote. Not vote. Go ahead and give us a like, give us a subscribe. Thank you very much.
What was it that Jerry, when they're doing the muscular dystrophy telethons, what would they do? They'd have Ed McMahon ring the tote board, but wasn't there something they'd play? Oh yeah, there'd be like the drum, right? You got to get that ready, Thomas, for when you get to 18,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the course is free, everybody. And we
got a super chat. Is it the first one for tonight? It might be, maybe, possibly. Oh, we got we had a bunch of super chats, and I haven't been paying attention. Let's go ahead and thanks, first of all, Spirax for starting out the super chats tonight. Yes. We are a fan-funded program, and thank you to the fans for funding us tonight. Spirax is kicking off the Super Chats tonight, followed by Steve Mateo, Disclosure Fever. Shelley Montgomery, DT is a place to be, followed by Kay Northrup, giving us... Hell is even that? Okay, it's a super lemon and a little dog, and it's a little dog, too. Yeah. How about that?
You go.
Nice.
Let's see how long it takes us to show up.
Daryl just sent a super chat. $10. Daryl is here. Yeah. Not even words, and it automatically puts in there. Thank you for your donation.
I have no words.
And E-Dub, $5. Thank you, everybody. Wow, the numbers are adding up. Ka-chink. I got to cash your in here somewhere, but we'll get past that. All right, disclosure side. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, honestly, really. Considering gas these days, my God. We're almost at $6 a gallon now in Washington State.
Yeah,
Actually, at work, we're at $6.15 a gallon. At the local store, it was like $5.85 a gallon. That is thank you.
It's too much. It's ridiculous.
It's too much, I know. Fucking ridiculous. No. Who did that again?
And it isn't just the gas. Because the gas prices go up, everything else goes up as well.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. All right, we get past that post. Wait a minute. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, wait a minute. Fox News. Okay, we got Jesse Waters. We got that. All right. No, that's from a movie. I can't play that. Oh, we got him. We already played him.
It mirrors what people who have been demonically possessed say. Like, they can't account for large, vast amounts of time, have an experience of paralysis.
Okay, we'll get past him. I'm sorry. Oh, look, we got another orb out there from Dave El Porto down in Mexico. Gotta be. Why don't we ever get those things floating around here in the United States?
Dave
they
El
describe
Porto?
This one
Dave
is
the Port?
David El Porto. Or pot roll.
Okay.
Was even that. All right.
Oh, no, Jillian Michaels again.
Jillian Michaels is back, and she, nope, still hasn't taken her meds. We love you, Jillian. She's in here talking about what entities and craft appear and disappear with Luis Elizondo. Wow. I've got to take one of those expressions of hers and put her. Rob Thornton, thank you very much. $4.99. Thorson, appreciate it, my friends. Wow, wow, wow. The super train is going.
Could you imagine Jillian Michaels around a campfire and a ghost story being told? I have a feeling she'd run off into the like screaming. You can't handle it, man.
Oh, this is actually perfect. I can get the pictures of her to put her on a title card, remove the background. I got to bookmark this one. Wow.
Is she channeling Neil deGrasse Tyson for a party over the weekend?
Oh, this is even a better one. She's like, no. It's wonderful. Okay, let's play it. Here we go. With Luis Elizondo, no doubt.
Oh my God.
What does interdimensional even mean? Is that like some sort of suggestion that they're coming from another universe? What does that mean?
Okay, it's a dimension that overlays on top of where we're at. And they're able to go from their existence to our existence like a Stargate, right, Daryl? They kind of go through their little thing, and they're in our world, and they do their stuff here, but they're in a different dimension of space and time. Because remember, the craft on the outside is 80 feet across, but you go on the inside, it's bigger than a soccer stadium. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or if you go in there and it's like 4 minutes on your watch, and you come out and you've been gone for 4 hours, operating themselves when they're in their bubble here, different dimension of space and time. So.
Yeah,
he just doesn't get it.
The fact that the word interdimensional screws her up is just blows my mind.
But the question is, Daryl, are they going directly from their dimension into our dimension, or are they going from their dimension into an intermediate dimension that allows them to take shortcuts and then pop into our dimension? That's what we don't know. Cool concepts, though.
And monkeys can fly out my butt. But I mean,
I'll get you, my pretty.
It's a matter of national security. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Talk about a national security risk here. The big bottle I had of cranberry juice, fucking gone again. It was like half full yesterday. Gone.
Was it mixed with vodka?
No. Just, that's what I need to do. Do a premix. That would prevent it from going away.
If you're going to do that, do it in a glass jar. Don't do it in a plastic.
Oh, that's true. But everything's in plastic these days. My God.
No.
All right. Let's play Jillian again. All right.
What
I
is inner space? What does interdimensional even mean? Is that like some sort of suggestion that they're coming from another universe? What does that mean?
Well, not necessarily. So let me give, if I can, to kind of distill this down into something that might be a little bit more easy to consume.
Okay, we got to get Lou to lower his camera.
The reality, so I mentioned I live here in Wyoming, and you can come out on any particular night and gaze upon the heavens and see just a beautiful, beautiful night sky, completely unoccluded. Now, if you were to take technology like, I don't know, a radio telescope or an infrared telescope and point it at the same part of the sky that you were looking at with your naked eye, you would see a completely different.
What could we see? Maybe Satan?
Reality. You would see large nebulas and Magellanic clouds and things that in plasma that the human eye just simply can't perceive. In fact, if you look at the 5 fundamental ways in which we perceive the universe, which there's only 5, right? And if you can't touch it, taste it, hear it, smell it, etc., we have no idea it's there. But if you had, for example,
are they talking about the universe or something else when you wipe?
No, I was like, what's the etc.?
Let's go back to the bumblebee, right? If you had bumblebee vision and you were to look at a flower, you would see a completely different reality because they view the universe in ultraviolet spectrum, beyond our ability to perceive, right? Or if you were a snake and you could see in thermal vision, you see heat, right? And perceive heat. The human eye it only picks up, now think about this, 0.0035% of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. In fact, most of the universe we cannot perceive directly. It lies beyond our ability to directly perceive it. We need technology. And yet that is really where most of the universe lies, beyond our spectrums of visible light. They might lie in X-ray or gamma or radio or microwave or, all sorts of other areas. And so we are, we say interdimensional. It might not be something as exotic as another universe. It doesn't have to be. It can be part of this universe, but part of this universe that we simply can't perceive. And we hear this all the time with things such as dark energy and dark matter. Most of the universe it lies in this invisible realm.
Quick thing, they've proven more, Daryl, than UFOs exist and dark matter exists. It's just something that's here that we just can't interact with, and we can't.
Realm that even today with today's technology, we know it's there, but we can't perceive it. And yet that's where most of the stuff, if you will, of our reality in the universe actually lies.
The Trump administration's first UAP document release also includes witness interviews by FBI agents and an FBI laboratory composite sketch from a truly intriguing, perplexing September 2023 incident. In this case, which occurred at an Air Force testing range in Florida, 3 witnesses in 2 vehicles observed a large metallic, quote, cigar-shaped object for 5 to 10 seconds before it disappeared, literally vanished instantaneously in front of their eyes.
Hold on really quick. Yes, it instantaneously disappeared, Daryl. But if you're dealing with instantaneous acceleration, meaning it is right there in front of you, and this thing goes from 0 to 56,000 miles per hour, it goes like it would be Roadrunner taking off, right? It would appear to you that it actually vanished, right? No, it's not. We're not talking about the Roadrunner Acme lawsuit now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you would hear the sound beep beep, and it would be gone.
Poof. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, the cloud.
Yeah.
One of the witnesses was a range officer with 15 years of experience, and the others were drone experts. In other words, these were individuals who are well aware of what aircraft and objects are operating at. So
just want to point out, this is another gentleman who has a house, and yes, he does have a TV up on the wall, but he has nothing on the walls as well. Daryl, what is up with these guys who are single these days? They don't put anything on the walls.
They don't. That means they have no women in their life.
Yeah.
Or men. They don't have a significant other. We'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
Such ranges. Now, this puzzling incident occurred at the Avon Park Air Force Range in Florida, which, along with the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio and Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, has been rumored to be associated with secret activities involving retrieved UAP. Now, not long after the metallic cigar-shaped object apparently vanished into thin air over the Avon Park Range, a series of truly brazen mystery, quote-unquote, drone swarms disrupted operations at Langley and Wright Patterson Air Force bases. Very interesting coincidences here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They took the same picture of Eric Davis back when they took the picture of you.
Yeah, apparently so. Oh yeah, I know. What are we gonna do? We got a million of them, my friend. Got a million of them.
Yeah.
All right, where are we getting to next? All right, so I'm back for you, and somehow I lost my bookmarks again. This is so fucking picky.
Did you check the book?
The book of...
You said you lost your bookmarks. Did you check the book?
No. We're fine on that
joke?
one. I'm seeing if there's anything else popping up here. No. Show that. Christ. Crazy. All right, let's get to it. Let me find over here bookmarks. We got stuff to go through. Well, we're getting there. Come on, we pulled the scene together without a lot of stuff to talk about. We're doing pretty well. All right, in this next clip, I went to, we've got Representative Tim Burchett expects the next UFO files. Yes, we covered this last night, but it's worth covering it again because there's so many things to talk about. We're going to get false information, Mike, thrown into the next UFO files dump to intentionally fuck with us. What's up with that?
That's coming out of Jeremy Corbell. If you remember, he said months ago that he is aware that the government is going to be putting false information out to see if people take the bait, and then they're going to pull the rug out from underneath and disprove that it was, they're going to prove it was false information.
So we know the little bird who's got the story about a man named Brady.
Right.
And he's been the one filling this up to Representative Tim Burchett.
Yes.
Let's play the clip. Here we go, folks. Let's get to it.
That are flying at speeds that we can't achieve. Right. There are things that are flying at speeds that we can't achieve and at angles that we can't turn, and the amount of times flying on the surface and then going underwater and then coming out. We've just got too much testimony and too much out there. So, and I think there's going to be some misinformation they're going to put out too in this next group of files, intentionally to screw us up. So, which you'll obviously be able to see some of this stuff. Obviously, that it is a balloon or some of this other stuff. I've seen some of these videos. I'm wondering why the heck they're even putting them out. But I think the cover-up continues, and I do believe the president and the White House, the good guys, so to speak, are having a hard time with a lot of our alphabet agencies and the deep state. It's classic deep state versus America.
Well, Mike, if we're at a point where Trump is getting fed some bullshit or things aren't moving forward, I have to go ahead and take a look at the situation we're at right now, where Trump clearly, with the posts he put out on his way back from China, where he's on the plane with Elon Musk, putting out the pictures out there of him walking with aliens and him in Space Force and all the stuff, those images probably created by Grok. He kind of has an idea what's going on, and I don't think he's going to settle for this bullshit, Mike.
I hope not. I hope you're right. And after he gets Iran resolved and what's going on over there, if he focuses his attention on this cover-up and knows where to look, and we already have a good idea that he does, then he's going to have another battle on his hands getting to the truth so that he can come out.
Yeah.
And I don't think that fight's happened yet, but it may be coming.
Well, I have to bring this out. Someone said there is a little person on Tim's desk.
I noticed that the other day.
Underneath the light, no doubt. Why does he have an action figure on his desk?
That's unusual.
Thank you for pointing it out. Appreciate it, Kelly.
Is it a gray alien?
No, it's wearing red. It almost looks like something what Homelander would be wearing. By the way, if you haven't been watching The Boys, the final season, I think tonight's the season finale. It's a good one. I won't spoil it for anybody.
Is this season as good as the first season?
Oh my God! Some of the effects they've had in there, it's really, really gory. But it's gory to a point where we're like laughing because it's
Yeah.
Especially when that one guy was on the ground and he was stuck and he was squirming around, and Homelander came in and it showed him like there with his head, and his foot came down and smashed it and just went all over the place.
Yeah. And the next episode is the last episode, so there'll be no more of the boys after this.
Well, I think it's tonight.
Yeah, it might be tonight.
Yeah,
You're
I saw
right.
some screenshots of it, and I won't leak it out to anybody about
No,
who lost their
they'll have to-
superpowers.
they'll have to see that for themselves.
Is anybody else just like fixated though on the little dude under the light? I mean, what the fuck is going on?
All right.
I just don't get that.
All right, let's take a look and zoom it in. It's just a little dude. It's light on the top. Like maybe it's got a helmet on, that soldier, but I don't know. There's no real arms there or anything.
Nice drop of the helmet on the soldier, by the way.
Of course. Put a helmet on that soldier.
I mean, I don't know. That's a strange light, or maybe that thing is supposed to be in the middle or hanging from it.
That would be a good question for Tim Burchett if we can ever get him on this show.
Let's get him on.
Yeah, we'll work on that one.
All
All right. Okay, we got that one. We already heard. Okay, so we heard Steven Spielberg, right? Talking a bit.
Because I believe.
Oh, God, I can get a good shot of him. There we go. Let's take a shot of Steven Spielberg. What was nice about Rogan, he actually had Steven Spielberg talking about, actually that was coming from Jesse Waters, talking about this. Now he got the look on his face and the hands. Let's go ahead and see where Steven Spielberg is going to take us on this one. Thank you, CBS, for sharing this with us. And we're just going to put up a picture of Steven Spielberg talking about this. Here we go. Because we love him so much.
How have your feelings about extraterrestrials and extraterrestrial encounters evolved over the last 49 years?
Well, I've been interested in everything involving, what's out there. And the whole big question is, because I believe that certainly there is, the cosmos is teeming with life. The big question is, has that life ever at any epoch in our history visited here? Or is that life currently interacting with us now, and has that life been interacting with us?
Or potentially has that life been here, Daryl, longer than humans? And it fucks with religion and the story of creation, everything. It just takes a lot of the stories in the Bible and just kind of like torches it, doesn't it?
I mean, to think that the Earth is 5 billion years old, and there have been gigantic animals on this planet long before us. How many?
How about this one?
Millions of years?
Considering the size of the universe, all the galaxies, all of these solar systems and all those galaxies and everywhere. And at the one time, the only planet, the only place that the only Son of God came on this one planet and this one particular time and was nowhere else ever, and everyone else is heathen. This seems a little bit like they missed something, right?
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Maybe some interpretation gone wrong there.
Well, yeah, exactly. All right, let's play this. Here we go.
For many years, I've always been interested in this. When I made Close Encounters, for me, it was a story that I thought, wouldn't it be great when this movie comes out? Wouldn't it be great if people like this movie, they come out and they see Close Encounters, and wouldn't it be great if this
is the video
someday
supposed to be
could all come
frozen?
true? Wouldn't
Yes.
it be great if this could
He's
be true
frozen.
someday?
I cannot play the
Gotcha.
video.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it belongs to CBS. I'm playing the audio as a nice thing, but I figured we'd want to hear all the words besides what Rogan played for us earlier. Actually, Jesse Waters played for us earlier on Fox News. Here we go.
And with everything that's happened from 1977 till today, I can now make Disclosure Day and say, isn't it going to be wonderful when people realize after seeing this movie that everything is true and has been true?
Now,
That's the big difference.
There we go. Wouldn't it be nice when he brings it out and all the stuff in Disclosure Day? You know, speaking of Disclosure Day, I think I've got an updated. What is this even? Where is it at? No. We got other priests talking about stuff. Let's see if I can. Here it is. I've got other priests. Trust me, I was searching Catholic and UFOs. Found a lot of interesting thing on X. Wow. All right, so I can't play it. However, we can pause and we can look at the frames. There's a new trailer that came out for Disclosure Day today. So let's get into it.
Just a Jill fact, 407,000 priests in the Catholic Church, so 407,000, 500,000. So, yeah, plenty of things to choose from in that group of people.
And how many pedals are there in the world? 407,000.
Pedophiles? What?
Oh yeah, they moved on from that. Altar girls. There we go. So this is from Disclosure Day. As we can see, they've got a crop circle here they've got going on. And then they've got a group of, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 UFOs flying over the ocean. And then there's another clip off to the side that looks like something maybe over a war zone with things that are going on. And whatever EVS 2, 3, and 4 is, that's fine. Let's move on a little bit as they zoom in. Developing story. Okay. This gets in and lets us know that Roswell, this is when they were shooting the film at the Roswell crash site that apparently went on. Oh, there you go. They are pulling out the containers where they plan on putting the dead people. You know what's wrong with this picture, though? Just like in stuff from the federal government, these guys are all wearing like hazmat suits, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, we've got Jaime Maussan on the back and his sidekick. And they're just wearing a coat. Nothing. And this guy has got like another lab coat on and is...
That's a really good point.
Jesus Christ, I can't even get that right. But then, wait a minute. That then backs up the alien interview. God damn.
Wait, what about
the interview? Has people in like hazmat suits and some people in like short sleeve shirts and everything. Yeah. Spielberg, you got to be more careful. And then we've got a breakup. Oh God, you know what this is like? We've shown the clips here before. We're Operation Mockingbird, right? We're on all the different news channels. All the different stories are all copying and covering, and they all have the same script. That's exactly what they're showing here. There we go. Massive leak of never before seen alien footage. You mean Jeremy Corbell finally let the fucking videos out that he has and he's locked up?
No, that would be like the Air Force, who's totally silent on this whole thing. They release all of the high definition shit they have, as well as NASA.
But this is a leaker, meaning there's someone who got the information and let it out. That's why I'm calling it Jeremy Corbell. Yeah.
Disclosure of evidence from U.S. sends people around something.
And this is in London, and now we are in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Showing. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like there is a UFO in the sky over San Juan. And this one is in Paris. Oh, there's a giant thing in the sky there. That looks fucking crazy. So all over the world.
That's a cockpit of a jet.
So all of the world. Yeah, I guess it is. All over the world at the same time. Disclosure is happening. Hence Disclosure Day.
What is he showing outside the jet? Oh.
There's a UFO right in front of the jet.
He's flying into a craft. He's flying into or by a craft. Interesting.
Did you know this guy's gay, by the way?
Oh, I did not know
that black guy. Yeah, he's an annoying son of a bitch. I never liked him. He's always comes across as this really pompous snob, like he was on what do you call it? Walking Dead. Never liked his characters that he played ever.
What was his? Oh, never mind.
I forget. The white light. I'll never forget it. Even now, thinking about it, it fucking washes over me. It's the best fucking high you could ever have, Daryl. It's like, euphoria kind of thing. When you see it and you think about it, it kind of goes across my body like it did when I was just 5 little years old. Oh my God, is that Ty? It's in the dark. They got the lighting right.
Yeah. Guys need to run. It's aliens.
Okay, now we got a big flying saucer coming out of it. I guess it's better than just watching. We can actually play it frame by frame. Oh, look at that. It's a bunch of flares. No, it's not flares. That looks like, yeah, and there's crop circles going on. Disclosure news, there we go. Disclosure Day, and yes, there are flying saucers everywhere. Ooh, as the lights spin around as it's over your head. Just got to wait for the light to come down and you put your hand into it. It's in the center console of the car. But when the light comes down, when you go to put your hand in it and stuff, there's all these little gold flakes and stuff that are swirling and going around. I'm telling you. I guess they're watching someone in the window or they're watching a television set. Or KCXE4, Salt Lake City. Oh my God, is that Dan Farah?
Oh my God.
It looks like Dan Farah. It really does.
It's not him though.
Oh, look at that motherfucker.
So that's what that jet was flying. It looked like it was flying something.
We got NYPD here. I can tell by the hats, Mike. From the isn't that NYPD hats there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Mike, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely Mike.
But I think they're in the desert. I think, we need Rick Doty to make sure this is from New Mexico cops. But I think that's their hats. And he got 2 UFOs spinning. This looks good. I can't wait for Gary to get me a copy of this the day it comes out. Okay, now we've got the woman from the Silent Alien movie, The Sound or whatever it was. And there's that jet fighter flying into it. And it's pretty big. There we go. Big motherfucker. Disclosure Day. There we go. In theaters, June 12th.
Jeez, that's just right around the corner.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
So it's like 4 days after I see Lou. Good one. What the ones with clear tops? They'll be better for you.
Dude, that brings up an interesting show question because that day, June 12th, that week will be very interesting for this channel.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't have disclosure in the title for the last 6 years.
Yeah. When you cough, it's that good.
You sure he's not asphyxiating himself?
I have no idea what happened. He held it in for too long.
Oh, God.
Oh, national security, friends. All right. So, yeah. At least they're not showing the med beds. Let's get out of this post. Let's see what else is going on here. Get out of that post. Yeah, let's get past this. Dave Beatty. This is Special Agent Kevin. This is Special Agent Kevin Childress, the guy who I was talking with, who went on. He actually started talking with Congress like 112 days before he died, a third of the year. But I was talking to him about 5 weeks before he passed, and he was on the Unidentified Celebrity Review with Lou Jimenez about 3 weeks before he died. That's the interview we need to find.
Did you grok that to see if you could find Grok find the video?
I need to go turn on my hard drives things. I've got 2 bays with 4 hard
wonder if we
drives
could
each
cut
in,
to
and
the
it's
chase,
about
though.
40
You'd-
terabytes of data. I just need to turn it back on again, let it reindex, and I'll search. And I think when Lou was shutting things down,
I would just do a grok search and myself and point you right to the.
no, there is
to the
no.
video.
It's not out there. It's not out there.
Yeah, I just wonder. Yeah, I know you said that. I wonder if it couldn't find it like in the Wayback Machine. That's
Well,
what
you
I'm curious.
can not from YouTube. That unfortunately it doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah, but as Dave Beatty put it, Mike, this you'll resound with this one. This is truly a sad post. I knew Kevin. People die unexpectedly. Don't co-opt this into your tabloid bullshit. Real people have real lives. Sometimes they are cut short, unfortunately, later to be disrespected by you.
That's a very good point he made.
Yeah.
Dave's right. Not everything is
He's
connected
an
into a
Emmy
conspiracy
Award
theory.
winning documentarian.
He is. So he makes a
Oh, wait.
valid point.
I'm
about
muted?
this.
No, I'm not muted. Aussie, I'm not muted, am I?
No.
No. I'm watching the bars jump up and down as I'm talking. Prove it to the audience there. As you can see as I'm talking, the volume is all the way up. Gotta be
Yeah, we
somebody
hear
else.
you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Yes, here we go. All right, what do we got going next? Okay, we saw that one. We saw that one. All right. The bogus sphere is back.
Oh.
Jaime Musan is there. He has extraordinary cases to talk about his latest and second bogus sphere that he found. You know, they were just giving Pete Hegseth a bad rap for standing in front of a green screen. At least he has a neck.
Yeah.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. We have a blue light special on necks. For the next 5 minutes and 5 minutes only, please stop by. Give you the deal.
To the one in Bugab. However, when analyzing the message in Proto-Sanskrit, which is also on its exterior, we found some differences. Unfortunately, this sphere disappeared. Apparently, only 2 photographs were uploaded to a social network, and after that, the account was deleted, and the sphere has not been seen since. Due to the policies of the Chinese government, it would be very likely, highly likely.
Wait a minute. Mike, is he saying... Yeah, he is saying China has their own...
Chinese. Yeah. I heard that.
Oh, my God. I do like his salmon-colored coat, though. Goes well with his complexion.
Mm.
But any idea where his neck is?
No.
No. Aliens took it.
That was
Could be.
seized, and that the account was closed by government order. This would make the lay sphere a legitimate sphere that we will never be able to know, unless one day the Chinese government, or whoever has it in their possession, can confirm its authenticity. For now, this is what we have, and we report it as we found it.
Okay, all an audience can't hear this. I need to turn it up a bit more. Sorry here.
Disappeared. Apparently, only 2 photographs were uploaded to a social network, and after that, the account was deleted, and the sphere has not been seen since. Due to the policies of the Chinese government, it would be very likely, highly likely, that it was seized and that the account was closed by government order. This would make the lay sphere a legitimate sphere that we will never be able to know, unless one day the Chinese government, or whoever has it in their possession, can confirm its authenticity. For now, this is what we have, and we report it as we found it.
It has emerged that a new case related to a mysterious sphere that presents surprisingly similar characteristics to the so-called Buga sphere has emerged from the Asian nation of China in an unusual and extraordinary way. An episode that undoubtedly puts the growing activity of these objects around the world back in the spotlight. This fact is known thanks to 2 in which we can first observe a sphere placed in the trunk of a van. According to the information, it would have been recovered on April 4, 2026, the date on which the Qingming Festival was celebrated, a traditional Chinese day dedicated to honor the deceased and visiting family graves. According to the story, a family was walking through a mountainous and wooded area of the Guangdong province as part of the celebrations that include these walks, when they completely unexpectedly found this strange object. Intrigued by the discovery, they decided to pick it up and place it in the trunk of the van. A close-up shows the reflection of the person who took the photograph on the surface of the sphere along with the raised hood and the side lights of the van, which clearly demonstrates that this spherical object was indeed there and was not a photo montage. Yeah, and was not a photo montage. Later, when they got home, they took a second photograph where the sphere was placed on the floor. This one shows it in much better detail. The similarity to the Buga sphere is extraordinary. The images were shared by a family member and quickly began to circulate on social media, quickly arousing the interest and curiosity of thousands of people. However, the case took a completely unexpected turn when the post suddenly began to disappear from the internet.
Okay. So, yeah. Interesting to say the least. Mike.
But we've heard stories like this before.
This was a total spoof, wasn't it? I mean, the guy wasn't being serious, was he?
No, they're being serious about this.
No.
Yes.
2020? Come on.
The TikTok account that originally
no, they're pushing it.
They're playing it straight, according to them.
That's ridiculous.
I think so, but
that's right. I had to go ahead and I'm going to go to X. I need to go ahead and search out of bookmarks. And is there anything new coming on? Oh, God, fuck. We got Representative Eric Burleson. Breaking news. This is, of course, from UAP James, so it's fucking shortened. We'll have the full one tomorrow. We've got Representative Eric Burleson talking now. He's been briefed on 52 videos. Breaking news from Jesse Waters. I wish we'd get the full video, James, but we'll take what we got. We'll have to look for Skywatch, or I'll find the video later. Let's play it. Here we go, folks.
What do you expect to see on the next drop?
So there's a lot of videos that we had received word from insiders. We had a list of video files. We sent those to the Department of War requesting access to be able to be briefed on those. We have been briefed. Representative Luna, myself, and Burchett and others sat in a room and watched 52 videos. And it was some of these videos that have not been made public yet. Some of them are very interesting. I don't want to get people's hopes up. There's a lot of videos, and I think that the way that the administration is going about this is the right way, but just keep in mind, a lot of these videos have not been explained, but as you watch some of them, you'll see that some of them are clearly balloons or birds, but there's also some things in there that are very interesting.
What do you expect to...
Son of a bitch, Mike, this aligns with what Burchett was saying. This schmuck thinks it's okay that they're giving us birds and balloons, but interspersed between all the bullshit, there's something real.
It's bullshit.
Total bullshit.
If you ask me to prepare a report for you on the state of something in your company, I don't give you a report full of bullshit that doesn't make any sense, that you know is not real. You give the facts, not the misstated shit, not the things that you know aren't real. That's just ridiculous. I mean, this is just a ridiculous. Why? Man, it doesn't.
None of this would fly in the military.
No, it's you don't. Nobody produces a report like that. If you want somebody to take something seriously,
hold on a second there, guys. You got to look at this from a different perspective. Arrow's involved now, right? Got Kozlowski there, and he's going to come on. I've got some great videos for you. You won't know what's real or not. Fuck yeah, it's Arrow's involved, and now Arrow's involved. We're going to get a bunch of fucking bullshit.
It's just what Burchett said. When they go into these skiffs, there's always somebody in there that's going to be a distraction.
Like Mike said earlier, right?
I'm gonna have to get a fucking wig with a man bun on it.
Disclosure for a different audience, not for us, right? So this is what they're presenting to this audience. Is it fair? Is it right? No, but there is this watered down soft disclosure that's being delivered.
That's waters, but yeah.
It is watered. It's an ocean.
And why are these people in Congress not jumping up and down and telling Trump that you're going to bring, why are you putting out lies to the American people?
Well, like your poll said yesterday, that Congress doesn't work. And the audience pretty much said what they thought.
A poll.
It was a poll yesterday.
Well, that was a poll yesterday. And it was like 90-something% of the audience does not trust Congress, which means fucking fire them all.
90%.
Well.
I mean, I guess I'm interested. I'd be interested to know, does the audience think that how much of this is disinformation? And I mean, it's not genuine. It's not a genuine attempt to really disclose anything when you combine it with a bunch of balloons and bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not a real attempt.
All right.
That's just the bullshit.
So, how did you call this a second ago? I'll create a poll here. How much?
I don't know, man. How would you even...
Okay, so the concept of this poll is how much of the next release is going to be bullshit, right?
Well, yeah, but I guess like at the core is like, why do people... I'm curious, why do people think they're doing it that way? Why would you release a bunch of noise in the middle of a really important story?
Is it a distraction because it's a threat? Is it a distraction because it's a monetary gain, weapon system, national security thing?
I don't know. All I know is that people are attracted to noise.
Because people like drama. That's why. Especially when it's quiet, then they look for entertainment. And that usually falls into the category of drama.
Yeah, but why are they feeding the debunkers? Right?
I don't know. Yeah, good question.
I have no idea how to put the multiple responses on this one. Son of a bitch.
Just being honest, it smells.
Yeah.
Something smells rotten there.
No, it does. And the meme a couple days ago didn't help. And now we're going to get balloons. And so again, it's for a different audience. And that audience is going to look at this and be like, this whole fucking topic is just a distraction. Shit. They're not going to take it serious because they're not getting educated. They know there's something there, but they can't see past that.
All right. I found a good way to put it. This next UFO release sounds like bullshit. Sounds bullshit. Right? Sounds bullshit. God damn it. We can't see you laugh, Daryl. We got your picture there. It sounds bullshit. So far, 68% of our audience has said yes, it sounds bullshit. 14% or 11% now says no. And 21% of our audience says, give it a chance.
Oh, well, I didn't even see the third option.
You're not looking at the screen, are you? No.
No, I'm squinting at the screen. Is what I'm doing.
I can fix that.
No. It's not you, man. It's me.
I'm making the text bigger for all of our old friends out there who was on your cell phone. You can't see shit. Now you can.
Give it a chance. There's a hopeful aspect of the ground.
All right, Google. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Thing doesn't listen. I swear it's female. Turn it down a little bit. 24 seconds left to go. The audience, we've got 64 votes in. 52% of our audience is saying yes, it sounds bullshit. But we're going to look at it. We're going to go, ooh, look at this. This is great. It's better than nothing. But it's going to open the door. It's going to open the doors for the debunkers.
Bamboo, you were You are totally correct. I could totally Uncle Rico the beluga sphere over a mountain.
Okay, Alexa, turn off all the lights.
No.
Sorry, that's for our audience.
We're not on. I'm eating some dinner, and this is not an Alexa home.
I know that. I'm talking to the other people in the audience who may have Alexa turned on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, I haven't ended the poll yet, goddammit. Take a screenshot of it. Do this. I'm going to end the poll. 77 votes in. Interesting, though. Interesting, the results. What are we talking about? This next UFO release sounds bullshit. We're saying it sounds bullshit because they're knowingly going to give us
see on the next
misinformation. Why are they giving us a tranny again?
A lot of these,
I don't need to see her.
Press. Why do this? Why give the stuff you know isn't real and lump it into the same stuff you cannot figure out?
Oh,
it's stupid. It's not stupid. It's planned.
Yeah, which you could say is controlled disclosure. I think it's a combination of different things going on at the moment. A lot of that is coming from the gatekeepers within the government and the members of the executive branch who are trying to get this information out.
That's a whole
prosaic.
Well, you know what, Darryl? We're going to find out. These drops are going to be coming pretty regularly. And when they do, we're going to go through every one of them.
Here we go. I got it. I think I got it. Audience should like this one. I'm getting better at this. I'm trying. And our next poll. No, we don't want that one. All right, in our next poll. Good one. The known disinfo in the next UFO report is coming from ARO. I'm going to go ahead and see the results that we're getting. The reason we're getting the shit that's bullshit, that's fake stuff, is because Luna is now working with ARO.
I would agree with that. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay,
right. Google, set a timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute.
There's some things that are, real conspiracies, and then there are some things that are flagrantly obvious.
Like national security.
Arrow's flagrantly obvious.
Yeah. National security, folks. You know what that means. So, yeah. 87% of our... Come on, only 45 votes in with 427 people watching? Is it that? But you know what? If we're looking at the numbers... out of 427 people watching, or 425 people watching at this point, 212 people are watching on a television set. And guess what you can't do on a TV set?
Yeah.
Vote.
And you also have to be a subscriber. So subscribe to vote, please.
It's free. Absolutely. But Mike, don't we give some kind of a discount for people who don't like it?
Yes. We give you a double your money back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to lose.
Yeah.
By hitting that button.
Oh, it only just helps us try and get to an imaginary number called 18,000, but maybe eventually, if Disclosure really picks up, we can eventually hit 20,000, Mike. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Well, that's the goal.
It's
Thomas,
nice to be on an upswing versus just people fading away every couple of days because Disclosure's not happening. Why am I watching Disclosure tonight?
Right. And we dealt with that since David Grusch testified back in 2023.
Yeah. This is another great poll.
Yeah.
I'm ending the poll. There we go. Okay, Google, and you're beeping at me. The audience has spoken.
Sorry.
Yes, this next UFO release sounds bullshit. Actually, that's not it. Wait a minute.
You can turn off that music too, by the way.
Thank you. Here we go. Here it is. I've got the right window now. God damn it. Here we go. The known disinfo in the next report is coming from ARO. 90% of our audience is saying yes. And if that's the truth, but you know what? Even though Luna said we're getting the information from Aro, she still said we need to shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a shocking movement as you zoomed in on yourself, Daryl. I thought you were going to say something. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah. There's so much to say and not to say. I mean, you can't. I don't know.
Just fucking say it.
One side. It's like one side's fighting the other. You know. I mean, somebody is purposely putting in the bullshit in with the good stuff, and that only, like you said, why feed the trolls? Why feed the debunkers? Because why is that going on? Is this, what would David Grusch say? Is this part of the disinformation program?
Well, what would Lou say? Well, but Lou doesn't say anything about anything. Grusch hasn't talked about other things. About the only person we could potentially hear to say something would be Lou on this one.
Well, what are we going to hear? I mean,
the known disinfo is coming from Aro. Well, because they need to be shut down. That's what they do. They spread disinfo for the DOD, and that's what they've been doing. If they're going to bring out reports and they're going to throw them out there from their shit, and they know it's from their cache. But here's the thing: that fucking organization, if they're researching anything and they realize it could be something prosaic, they're supposed to take it and hand it off to another agency and just move on to the good stuff.
Yeah.
But we both know that Lou doesn't talk bad about people or agencies, so I don't expect him to say anything like that. But Luna's saying it, so good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart. Just think about her. She's got to like tower. I mean, she's got to be like 6'1" is my guess. Maybe 6 feet at least. She would tower over Lou, and she is built, Mike. She, put her in one of those wrestling outfits. She could be deadly in the ring.
Oh God.
Right? But we got to put Lou in one of those outfits, like with the Hispanic wrestler masks.
Yeah.
Going
Now
up
they had
against
the,
that.
motorcycle accident. Yeah, the mask would come in handy.
Yeah. Now that would be a match to watch. Oh, got to have fun with it. You got to be creative, right?
I agree.
But see, the thing is, I talk about it and I start talking about it, right? But as I'm talking about it, I'm seeing it in here. But then it turns from me talking about something to describing what I'm seeing in here. It's a talent.
Looks like Nick Nolte's sister.
Look at the strength of that jaw. My God, that jaw could break your fucking left arm.
Be careful, Thomas.
I know. Go away, Susan. Oh, you gotta have fun with it. Gotta have fun with it.
I'm sure she has man hands too.
Oh my God.
All right. I'll say it, but I won't say it because I know it's not there, but it's not there to a degree. Okay. Did she have, this could be a survey question. Did Susan have surgery to replace discs or fix discs in her neck? Or is the scar to remove his Adam's apple?
Yeah. I like that one.
Oh my God.
The Adam's apple is a good one.
What do you think? I had to bring it back up. I saw it, and it's not a pretty thing to see.
No, it really isn't.
No, it's not. All right. Is there anything else that's going on? Hey, we do try to cover stuff, Mike, up to the minute.
I know.
Speaking of that, has anything happened last minute? Ross Colhart is covering the story that we just covered. A prominent UAP caucus rep, Eric Burleson, flags that some of the 52 UFO videos will be released are clearly balloons or birds. It really is time to ask if the Department of War, CIA, and POTUS are just playing the public for fools. No, none of what's being released to date is addressing the key allegation the government needs to answer. What alien NHI tech has been recovered by the government needs to answer, has been recovered, and how far advanced it is. is the covert reverse engineering program. Anything less than that is a deceit on the public. Okay, let's just back up here. Francis. We're getting more right now than we've ever gotten before. So to get all pompous and say we need all this different stuff, we'll get it. Things are starting. Now, the problem isn't that some of these are clearly balloons and birds, is who is this data coming from and why are they allowed to put this in the release? Right?
Because if it's identified as a bird and a balloon, then they know already it's a prosaic image. Why would they release it? Good point, Thomas. You're absolutely right.
That's the problem.
It
so
is a
Ross,
big
we get where
problem.
you're coming from, but you've missed the boat. You're not waving at the cruise ship that left 20 minutes ago. You're waving at the train as it drives by. Wrong
He's
thing.
also speculating right now because we didn't get the second drop yet.
No.
And until we do, anything that he's coming up with is just,
Right.
speculation.
It's
on
his
part.
spin. I want to get stuff, and I want stuff to get better. But if there are intelligence agencies that are normally knowingly injecting shit into this, why is Pete Hegseth allowing people in his organization to do that shit?
Well, that certainly would be the issue on if we get the second drop and they did put prosaic videos in there. Yeah, then there's going to be pushback.
So
But
everything with
again,
RO, including Dear Susan and Kirkpatrick and everyone, actually Kirkpatrick's already on, the whole organization just needs to be freaking shut down. If their contribution to disclosure is to release fake shit that they know is not a UFO,
prosaic videos, yeah, then they're looking for trouble. We're not there yet. We'll see. This right now is, again, just speculation, rumors, not anything that we've actually have been released. So we'll have to just wait.
Mike, you know how this works. If the preponderance of the evidence that you're talking about is bullshit, that's the coffee talk. That's the talk around the water cooler. That's the talk around breakfast and lunch, is that it's just a bunch of bullshit. Even though there may be one or two or three or four or 1,500 out of a million good things, everybody focuses on the preponderance of what they would consider evidence that the government is releasing. The government is saying this is what it is. And then that people go, no, that's not it. That's bullshit. It's a balloon. I can just hear my dad. I can hear a friend of mine who's an engineer. I can hear all these people pointing to all the stuff that was in the preponderance of what was released was balloons and prosaic stuff. It's an uphill battle.
And that's the whole point, because then they can say, look, we released what we released and then we did our job. What more do you want? Done. Friday.
No, Thomas made a good point. He said that they're supposed to be releasing non-prosaic
hold on a second.
information.
Audience, is the show still? No, is this? No, it looks like I killed us. I killed
you're
us.
frozen.
I'm frozen. Let's see if it unfreezes. Hold on. Let me hold on.
There you go. You're back.
Am I back? No, I'm back for a second.
No, well, we're what do you call
We're stuttering.
Yeah.
Trying to do a force quit. Okay, we're back now. We didn't crash.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I was just doing a search. Open source software there. I need to go back to an older version, clearly. Anyway, Daryl, it's a freaking mess. This whole thing going on, and I'm going to point all of this back to, and I don't agree with Ross's approach on this. The issue is literally who is putting the shit in to the pot, into the mix. And whoever's knowingly doing that, fucking fire their ass and get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Ross's point's exactly the point I would make. Make the press ask the question. If it is a bunch of prosaic things that are released along with the good stuff, why?
Yeah.
But since it hasn't happened yet, We're just speculating right now.
Yeah.
Let's get the drop and go through it.
Oh, look at this, Mike. This video released today from the UK Ministry of Defense announced and published footage of an interception last month of a British RC-135 against the Russians, and they've passed within like meters of their own gear. But look at the high resolution definition videos that they can capture from our jet fighters.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That resolution is amazing.
Yeah. So they should be able to produce shit like this.
Right.
Fuck all this other bullshit stuff. Give us the visual evidence. I don't care about the infrared, the FLIR stuff. Give us the stuff that we can see with the human eyes and let us judge based on that.
Didn't Burchett say that there's going to be something coming out that's going to make everybody not sleep at night or something?
Yeah. But the problem is all that shit is going to be intermixed with the other stuff. It just depends on when we're going to get it, I guess.
Well, these are Soviet planes, right?
Yeah, it's a Soviet, yeah. So that came out today. And all I'm saying is if we can get pictures like this of Russian bogies and everything, we should be able to get stuff like this of UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
We have to push for it. Because they're lying to us, because this is the true kind of footage they have of all this shit. Not just of the shit they've been giving us. Fucking down-resed, everything else. They have visual spectrum in addition to FLIR, right? Of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's going on and it's going on in FLIR, but it's invisible light, right? That would be the reason to go ahead, not let this out, because it shows we're looking at something that visually is not there, but according to the other sensors, it is there. Huh?
And the only thing I'm thinking about is if it's taken at night, FLIR is still going to give you a better image, unfortunately, because you can't see the.
Not everything's at night. I know.
Some of these videos were done at night. Like the one where it's diving into the ocean where they're going splash 1 or splash 2 or whatever. It was dark.
That's fine, but not all of them are. If you have visual stuff, visual spectrum, put it in the care package and give it to the public, because we want the truth. We don't want bullshit.
Yeah, I'll take the truth.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So it didn't crash. It continued and it stabilized and came back. On that note, I want to thank everybody for coming out to this episode of Disclosure tonight. More importantly, I want to thank our friends in the from the show who have actually. Did I get lost here with that? Give me a find this, because tell it to store the chat. Pop out the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything from the audience. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out to this episode of Disclosure tonight. What a great opportunity to hang out with friends. And today was a stretch, but we found stuff to talk about. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll have more to talk about tomorrow. Otherwise, you have more of a generic title card, and we'll be back to talk about the latest UFOs and your daily UFO news update. It's what we do here at Disclosure tonight. On that note, I want to go ahead and thank. We got some.
Hopefully, we'll have more to talk about tomorrow. Otherwise, you have more of a generic title
mute.
card.
There you go. He's a little old. That's okay.
We've all been there.
All right, so let's go ahead, and I want to thank people for the super chats tonight. Holy cow, we got a lot of super chats from our audience tonight. The fan funding is off the charts. I want to thank, well, not really, but Banana Booey, thank you very much. I love to get Corbell on the show. Tim knows Corbell. We could get him on. That'd be phenomenal. Bob Thorson, thank you very much. Dennis Benke, longtime viewer. E-Dub, thank you very much. Daryl is here. Daryl is here. Cool. Thank you, Daryl. Kay Northrup, appreciate it. Shelly Montgomery, Steve Mateo, and Spyrex. Thank you for your love and support of everything we do here on Disclosure tonight. Yes, we're back on UFO News Daily. So, as I would usually say at the end of every episode of Disclosure tonight, eyes open, no fear, be safe, everybody, but
go back to Party City where you belong.
Absolutely, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Y'all come back now. Here.